Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Skillet. In this video, I'm going to tell you about an exciting new project that's about to launch called BUSD Bank Nodes. Now, this is the second project in the BUSD Bank ecosystem, and if you've been following the channel, you'll know that I made a video about their first project called the BUSD Bank Vault, which launched about a week ago, and that one is currently one of my favorite projects in DeFi right now. And as I mentioned in that video, the BUSD Bank team are creating an entire ecosystem of interconnected projects, and now BUSD Bank Nodes is the second release. This one's got some insanely cool features and is launching very soon. Okay, the official launch time is July 7th at 11 p.m. UTC time. So it's coming up fast. We're counting down the hours now. So I'm here to give you this early heads up so you can see exactly how it works and you can go ahead and get ready, because as you'll see, this one is quite impressive. Now, BUSD Bank Nodes is essentially a staking project that offers a fixed daily ROI of 1% to 6% daily on your staked amount of BUSD. And they've got some really cool features that allow you to boost your ROI even further with things like NFTs and compound bonuses, but more on that later. Now, just as you would expect from this team, this project has been audited by the Stamp with a stellar score, and that's always great to see that assurance that it is a secure contract and the devs have no access to the funds, no backdoors or anything like that. And of course, we're actually going to take a look at that audit later on in this video. Now, another thing I love is that BUSD Bank Nodes is set up so that you can withdraw or compound whenever you want, as often as you want, with no restrictions and no fees. And that's the way it is with their first project, the BUSD Bank Vault, as well. And I love that flexibility that having those options affords. And speaking of that, I've actually done the math, and later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys an exact strategy that can literally double your investment and your daily returns in just over 3 weeks. So guys, this is one you're definitely not going to want to miss. So make sure you stick around for this entire video, because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about BUSD Bank Nodes. I'll explain exactly how it all works. We'll check out the website, the audit results, and all that good stuff. And of course, after watching this video, if you want to get in on this project yourself, I've got a link down below in the description where you can get started. But first, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Crypto Skillet, where we talk about all things crypto, and I share the latest and greatest DeFi projects and ways to make passive income with you guys. So if that's your kind of thing, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. And remember that none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an investor sharing my thoughts, experiences, and opinions. So always do your own research and invest at your own risk. And now with that said, let's get into it. All right, so this is the BUSD Bank Nodes website. And as you can see, you can earn 1 to 6% daily on your BUSD. Now again, this one is launching on July 7th at 11 p.m. UTC time. And once again, this is the second launch from the BUSD Bank team. Again, that first launch was the BUSD Bank Vault, and I did a complete review video about that project on my channel. So this is the BUSD Bank Vault website. This was their first project. This one gives you 3 to 4% fixed daily ROI. And as you can see here in the stats, this one's still going very strong. The TVL is still going up. It's knocking right on 300K. And so now the BUSD Bank Nodes is project number 2. So one of the most impressive things about the BUSD team is that they are creating an entire ecosystem. So it's a really great concept. All of these dApps are going to be interconnected. So again, BUSD Bank Vault was the first project. The BUSD Bank Nodes, this is the second project, and they still have at least 2 more projects yet to come. So now let's talk about exactly how this one works. Okay, so you see this range here, 1 to 6% daily on your BUSD. So the way it works is that you're going to start out at a base payout ROI. So if we scroll down here to these different tiers of nodes that they offer, you can see at the first level, you're going to start with a 1% base daily payout. Then for the next tier, this one gives you a base 2% daily ROI. And then the last one gives you 3% daily ROI. Now there are 3 ways that you can increase that base daily ROI. So the first one is by owning a Bank Key NFT from their previous project, the BUSD Bank Vault. So if we come back here to the vault, you can see this is the area where you could mint a Bank Key NFT, and that would give you an additional 1% ROI boost. So as you can see, I already own a Bank Key NFT. So now not only am I enjoying an additional 1% boost to my ROI here in the BUSD Bank Vault, but that's also going to immediately give me an extra 1% that gets added to my ROI with the BUSD Bank Nodes. So in the white paper for the BUSD Bank Vault, they did promise us that by getting a Bank Key NFT, there would be additional benefits benefits in future projects, and they are making good on that promise. And of course, let's not forget there are going to be even more projects in the future that get released from this team as part of this ecosystem, and I'm sure these NFTs are going to have even more benefits for those projects as well. So it's really cool that they're rewarding their investors. And speaking of that, there is a similar kind of NFT with this project. So if we scroll back up here, you can see this is the area where you can mint a Diamond Gem NFT. So a Diamond Gem NFT is going to give you an additional 1% that gets added to your daily ROI, and that's going to go on top of the Bank Key NFT if you hold one of those as well. Okay, so this one costs 100 BUSD, and you can go ahead and mint these NFTs now, okay, even before the project launches. So it tells us up here, here is the official launch time for the project, but the NFT minting is live right now. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and mint one of these NFTs. So I'm just going to approve 100 BUSD. So I'll click here and then enter 100 and then click next and then approve. And there we go. Now that 100 BUSD has been approved. So now I can go ahead and mint this NFT. So all I've got to do now is click mint and then confirm. And there we go, the transaction's been confirmed and I now own a Diamond Gem NFT. And so now if we come back down here, you can see that that's gonna give me an additional 1% that gets added on to the extra 1% I get for holding that Bank Key NFT. Okay, so if I had a tier 1 node that would normally give you 2% daily, those additional bonuses are gonna apply, so that would bring my total up to 4% daily ROI if I had a tier 1 node. Okay, if I had a tier 2 node, that would normally be 3%, so that's gonna add an additional 2%, which would bring my total to 5% daily ROI. Now there is one more way to get an additional percentage point added, and that is by staking at least $1,500 into the BUSD Bank Vault. And so as you can see here in the vault, I've only got 270 stakes, so this would not apply to me, but I'm sure many of you guys have staked at least $1,500 in that first project, and if you did, they are going to reward you handsomely here in this project, and I'm sure in future projects as well. Okay, now they also have some compound bonuses. This is a very cool feature. So for the tier 0 nodes, that gives you a 5% bonus every time you compound. For tier 1 nodes, it's a 10% bonus, and for tier 2 nodes, it's a 15% bonus. Okay, so if you have a tier 2 node, if you compound 100 BUSD, that's going to automatically add another 15 BUSD. So you would be compounding 115 BUSD. And again, remember, you can compound whenever you want with no fees. So that's a very cool feature right there. Now, which one of these 3 nodes you get will depend on the amount that you're actually investing. So for the tier 0 node, you can get that with a deposit between 10 and 499 BUSD. For the tier 1 node, that's between 500 and 999 BUSD. And the tier 2 node is from at least 1000 BUSD. Okay, and to actually deposit is super easy. So in this box, you just enter the amount that you want to deposit, then click approve and approve it in your MetaMask. And then once that amount is approved, you can enter that same amount right here and then click deposit and confirm it. And that's all you've got to do. Now they've also got these top depositor and top referrer features. So this is similar to the features they had with the vault, but with the nodes, the rewards are twice as high for both of these. So if you're the top depositor for that week, you will win 2% of the TVL. And same if you're the top referrer, that's another 2% of the TVL. And then they tell you right here when the next date is that they will pick those winners. Now, as I mentioned, this project has been audited by the stamp, and here is that audit right here. You can see this one got an overall score of 84, which is really good. And for backdoors, it got 100, 90 for owners, 75 for fees, and 80 for team trust. So in summary, it says this smart contract has been examined and reviewed by the stamp. We found no backdoor, no vulnerability that would lead to stolen funds. So that's exactly what we want to see here. Okay, this project uses the user's deposited funds to earn daily yield and for 1% daily APR, but can go up to 4% depending on the tier. If the user has minted a Bank Key NFT or a Gem Key NFT, and if the user has an investment of at least 1500 BUSD in the BUSD Bank Vault, there will be an additional boost. This is the second part of the BUSD Bank ecosystem. Now for the details, this is on the Binance Smart Chain using the BUSD token. And again, here are those ROI tiers. So it starts at 1%, then goes to 2% for the tier 2 nodes, and then 3% for the tier 3 nodes. And of course, you can get those additional 1% yield bonuses by having a Bank Key NFT or a Gem Key NFT or having at least 1500 BUSD in the BUSD Bank Vault. Now they also have a referral bonus of 4% and these compound bonuses. So again, that's 5% on the first tier, 10% on the second tier, and 15% on the third tier. Now for backdoors, there's no backdoor or vulnerability found in this smart contract. The owner only has two privileges. One is to launch the project and the other is to pick those weekly winners. Now for fees, there's only a deposit fee, okay? So just a one-time fee when you make a deposit, that's 10% that goes to the dev pool wallet. And then for complexity, it says this is a fairly complex smart contract with a good readability in the code. And for team trust, of course, this is the same BUSD bank team that brought us the BUSD bank vault. And of course, they also brought us the MIM machine and MIM star miner before that. So definitely a very experienced and well-known team. Then for other risk, it says considering the complexity of the contract, at the end of the day, this is still an ROI dApp that relies on funds invested to pay out existing users. And of course, that's the way that all these ROI dApps work. So if the contract balance reaches zero, then investors will not be paid out. Now, because of the nature of the way this is structured, the higher deposit players will gain more because of the bonus yield, depending on the deposited amount, and also if they have those additional yield bonuses, such as the NFTs. Okay, so remember, if you have a tier 2 node and you have all three of those yield bonuses engaged, that means you would be earning 6% daily. Okay, so obviously if you invest more, then you do get a higher payout. So it's a nice trade-off between risk and reward. Okay, you obviously get a higher reward, but in order to get that, you have to stake more of your own capital, thus taking on more risk. And that's just the way that it works. But I do like that they have these different options that allow you to choose your own level of comfort in terms of how much you're willing to invest and how much risk you want to take on. And again, beyond that, they do allow you to choose your own strategies for when you compound, or if you even compound at all, when you withdraw, etc. And so speaking of that, let me go ahead and show you guys this exact strategy for how you can literally double your investment and your daily ROI in just a little over 3 weeks. So right here for initial investment, I've chosen $500. Okay, so based on these deposit ranges, that would put me right here getting a tier 1 node. Okay, so this is right in the middle. This isn't the lowest one. This isn't the highest one. It's directly in the middle. And I do have 2 of these bonuses because I do have a Bank Key NFT from the vault, and I did just mint a Diamond Gem NFT. So altogether, that's going to bring my total up to 4% daily. Okay, so here for daily ROI, I've got 4%. Okay, so now take a look at this chart. So right here in this column, this is going to show you the amount of USD that I'd be earning every day. This column will show you the total staked amount. And then over here, this is going to show exactly which action I'm taking every day. So with this strategy, I'm going to be compounding for 3 days in a row and then withdrawing. And then once I've made that withdrawal, I'll just repeat the cycle again, all the way up until day number 30. Now let me show you what happens when you implement a strategy like that. Okay, so on the first day, I'd be earning $20, which would be that 4% on my $500 invested. So now if I compound on that first day, that's going to take that $20 that I earned and add it to my total staked amount. So on the second day, I would have $520 and I would be earning 4% on that amount. So then that second day, I'm earning $20.80. So then again, I compound that, add it to the staked amount, and that makes my daily earnings go up even more. So then I do it one more time, and then on this fourth day, I go ahead and withdraw my earnings for that day. Okay, so then I just rinse and repeat that process. And after I do that a few times, look what happens right here on day 24. So my total staked amount in the project would now be over $1,000. Okay, so I started with 500 in the project and now I've got over 1,000 in the project. So it has more than doubled my investment. Plus, take a look over here at the total amount that I'm earning each day. So on day 24, I would be earning over $40 a day. Now remember, when I first started out, I was earning $20 a day. So not only have I doubled the amount that I have staked, but I've also doubled the amount that I'm earning every single day. Now, if I then repeated that again for a few more days up until day number 30, and then just started withdrawing every single day after that, look at where that would put me. So that would put me earning almost $50 every single day in completely passive income. That would bring my total staked amount to $1,232, and I would have already withdrawn $279. So if I followed this strategy, I would already have over half of my initial capital back, and I would have to do no more compounding at all. It would just be all withdrawals every single day from there on out. Now, if I stopped right there and just started withdrawing, you can see that would lock me into a weekly earnings rate of $345 a week. Okay, and as we go down, you can see by day 45, I would have already withdrawn almost twice what I initially put in. Okay, by the very next day, that would be over $1,000, and I would just have this $50 $50 coming in every single day on autopilot. Now that is just one strategy, and of course this would depend on what's going on with the TVL. Sometimes you might choose to compound even longer than that. Sometimes you might choose to cut it out earlier. But if you look at this weekly earnings rate, if you decided to just stop at any point along the way and just discontinue your compounding and just withdraw every single day, you can look right over here at that weekly earnings rate, and that shows you what rate that would lock you into on that day. So if I stop compounding on day 22, that would be bringing me $262 every single week from there on out. Okay, so as you can see, pretty incredible results are possible with the power of compound interest. Because again, remember, all this is just from a $500 initial investment. Okay, so some pretty staggering outcomes here. Now, I will say I'm often pretty careful about compounding. Obviously, it can dramatically boost your returns, but it does increase the time horizon as well. So with some projects, I'm a little more hesitant to compound like crazy. And as a general rule of thumb, it's good to completely ROI before you start compounding like crazy. But one thing that makes me a little more comfortable about compounding with this project is that there is not an emergency unstake feature. Okay, that's another way that this one is different from the vault, because with the vault, they do have a one-time emergency withdrawal feature that allows you to withdraw 50% of your initial stake. And as I mentioned in the last video about the BUSD Bank Vault, that can be a double-edged sword, because on one hand, it does give you the option to withdraw if you do need to do so in an emergency, but on the other hand, it can also cause people to panic sell if they start seeing the TVL going down rapidly. And so with the BUSD Bank nodes, they have eliminated that feature, so it makes it much less likely that the TVL would suddenly drain. So I probably will be doing some compounding like this, but that's just my strategy, okay? Again, everybody's got to make these decisions for themselves, and that's why it's so nice that they have no restrictions on when or how often you can compound or withdraw. Again, you can do that with no fees at any time as much as you want. So it allows you to really craft your own strategy that fits your own risk tolerance and your personal preferences. But no matter what strategy you choose to use, there are some amazing returns to be had here. This is a really exciting project, not only because it's a great standalone project, but because of what they're building as a team. They're building this entire ecosystem of interconnected projects, and I just think it's such a cool idea, and it's really great to watch. And of course, it's even better to take part and actually earn some dividends from these projects. Again, the BUSD Bank Vault is one of my favorites right now. I'm earning quite a nice bit of passive income every single day from that one. And I kind of look at these BUSD Bank projects as sort of like investments in a startup, because I do believe in what they're building. I do think it has a tremendous amount of potential, and I look forward to see what else they've got coming down the pipe in the future. So guys, once again, BUSD Bank Nodes is launching July 7th at 11 p.m. UTC time. So go ahead and mark your calendars. And again, remember that the NFT minting is live right now. So if you want to check it out, I've got the link down below in the description. So guys, if you got value out of this video, do me a favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy hearing about these new and upcoming DeFi projects and ways to make passive income, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a future video. All right, guys, that's all for now. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.